My name is Teri Glennon. My daughter has been with DMR since we moved here almost 2 years ago. Melissa Charles was the first person we knew in Charlottesville. We reached out to find a youth theater, and she called me back. And she met me before we even made the decision to move here and reached out to us. And then once we were here, she contacted me again. So she's amazing. Taylor met two other students at DMR who are similar in age, Grayson and Eliza. And they had been with DMR for years. So here's a new kid who just moved here. She walks in, and Grayson and Eliza, they don't just stick with their own crowd. They embraced her. I'm so thankful for both of them. They're artsy, so they're the same, but they're also very different and unique, special people. And Taylor has a special connection to them. And those two have remained very close friends with Taylor. My daughter had the opportunity to work at the youth leadership program here as a costume assistant for a couple of years. The most amazing thing about that is this unique opportunity the kids have to mentor younger kids. And I have so much respect for Melissa as a person because I think you have to be a very brave adult to give kids that opportunity to turn over to them and give them the chance to bring their ideas and make some mistakes. There's a dynamic there that's really different from a kid being told what to do by an adult. So the little kids, they get something different from Taylor mentoring them as a teenager. And Taylor gets something different from the opportunity to be the role model for these little kids. So it's this growth that really doesn't happen in other relationships, that she's really been able to grow a lot doing that here at DMR. Thank goodness for Melissa and giving these kids the chance to do all of these things and to grow in that way. The volume of productions has increased tremendously, and with that comes a variety. She's hired different directors to direct different shows, which I think is really important for the kids to learn from a bunch of different people. And not just the same concept of acting taught over and over again. I was talking with my daughter on the way here, and one of the questions had to do with working with professional artists. And so she and I talked about that in the car a little bit. I asked her, what do you think about being able to work with professional artists? And it's a little bit different for her because she doesn't have this dream of, I've got to be on Broadway in New York. So it's not that exactly. For her, it's more, they make it real. They have these Broadway experiences, but they're human beings. So they're very relatable, and they tell stories. And working as a youth leadership individual last year on Shrek, that was probably her biggest growth experience. And she would come home almost every day with a story and how special she felt because he was making her feel important, sharing stories and relating to her. So I think having all of those variety of directors helps them grow in so many different ways and just really puts them in touch with real theater and real people.